Hello, everybody. Cajun here. Today we're gonna be talking about the loss of a pet. Um, Recently I lost my dog Piper to an enlarged heart. She wasn't getting any oxygen to her anymore, so we had to put her down, sadly. And I think that kind of just really brought back my realization of how fleeting life can be, and how quickly that stuff can kind of disappear from you. And since that waking up, I've decided to just make YouTube videos. Because ever since I was a kid, watching like Vanoss and Sea Nanners, Kraken, Charboard, I always loved those guys, and I always wanted to do stuff like them. A channel I recently came across was Jay Schlatt's The Weekly Slap channel, and I really like that, where it's like every week, or I guess for his channel, not every week, but every week you kind of just see some dude play a game and hear him talk about his life, and that seems like a cool channel. So I think that's what I was gonna do. But about to the back of I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my words. Back to losing a pet. We had Piper for about like 16, 17 years. Um, I don't. It doesn't even feel real talking about it. But she was a good pet. She was a really good dog. Um, I think you would consider her more of like a lap dog. It kind of felt like in between, I guess, sometimes. Like if she was really lively, then she would be messing around with you. But most of the time, she kind of just sat in your lap, stuff like that. I guess it's kind of weird because it's like at the same time, my sister had a kid. So it's like a new life comes into the world and like an old life leaves. It's just really interesting to step back and kind of see that entire circle of life go down in front of you. One thing that I kind of struggle with this recent event is how much I'm supposed to grieve for it. Um because I feel like the amount that I'm grieving really isn't as much as the other people in my family are. Like obviously I was very sad and I cried a lot when Piper died, but it's not to the level that other people in my family are, and I think I feel a little bit of guilt over that. But I usually tell myself that it's the amount that I saw Piper versus the other people in my family, you know? Like I would only see her maybe a couple times a month since I moved out. I grew up with her. Um we had Piper when I was like about in elementary school. So Piper was there for more than half my life. Um But I guess as time goes on, you kind of separate more from them and you don't see them as often, then you don't really feel like they're as much as a part of your life. So I guess one thing I struggle with is what it feels like to grieve enough or grieve not enough, you know? I think another thing that coincides with that is before Piper we had another dog, and when that dog passed away, I was really young so I don't really remember it too well. But when that dog passed away, um my mom was there with me and she was showing me the grave of the dog, Martini to be exact. He was a good dog as well. And she was showing me this grave of Martini, and I was looking at it, and I think as a kid I really couldn't comprehend it, and also like I was a kid back then, I didn't really like understand that stuff. And then she got upset at me for not really like showing that level of sadness that she was showing. Which I understand, because obviously, if you're sad that your dog has died and then your kid next to you isn't showing any emotion, then I'd probably be pretty upset. But I just don't think I didn't get it. And then she was obviously really upset with me, and I think that experience might shape the way that I deal with mourning and death now, where I kind of feel more like hesitant, maybe subconsciously hesitant to show emotion when it comes to stuff like that. It took a long time after getting the call from my mom for me to really like, I guess, sob over it or break down over hearing about the passing of my dog. And so I think that experience in the past really maybe trained myself to try to keep those feelings down, and not really show them. But other than that, That's mainly what I wanted to talk about this week. I guess if you guys liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye bye.